Hi, my name is Janis, I'm from Germany, I love Edison Format, and today you won't see me, just my hands, because we are getting our hands on the old collection from a friend of mine. Like you see, they're not properly packaged, so maybe if we find anything of value, maybe the condition won't be as good as it could be, so yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but we'll have a look at it anyway. Let's start with this box. Wait, let's make some space here, right. Also, do we want to move this around a bit? Maybe like, yeah, I think this is better for me to present like this. Yeah, okay. So let's open up this boy, and I think I have the camera in a way that it will, like, if I can see them, I can read them, you can read them, even though the camera is in front of me. So let's have a look. Okay, we have a masked hero, which is not an Edison card, so I think his collection it includes cards that are yeah, newer than Edison. So we'll probably, like, I'm not an expert in card market prices, so if you see anything of value, let me know. Oh, I see this one, that's an ultimate rare. Unfortunately, you see it is a bit damaged at the edges, but let's put that aside, and yeah, this is our first find. I will have a look at it, how much it is worth it. At the end of the video, I will let you know the values of these like high rarity cards. Yeah, other than that, okay, let's do something that's newer than Edison. That's not Edison relevant. That's not Edison relevant. That's Edison relevant. Edison, that's a Japanese card. Is that legit? Looks like it. Again, the condition isn't that good. Can you focus that? Yeah, now we got it. Okay, we put it on a find. I have to look at that. What even is this? Okay, I expect a lot of stuff. Another Japanese card. Where did he get all these Japanese cards from? Yeah, that's not really good. So yeah, if you see anything that I did not know is of value, like this can be Edison relevant. You could play this in a machine deck. I don't even know about that one. I have never seen this in any decks. Like, I don't know, old cards like this one, if there's anything of value which I put aside, let me know. SDG, is this side deck Joey or something like that? We'll have a look. Okay, yeah, he has some pretty new cards. Maybe I should just put them in Edison relevant, high rarity, and not Edison relevant. Will they focus? So yeah, this is Edison relevant, but this is such a poor quality. Holy shit. I'll put it aside. Yeah. Ooh, this is secret rare. Little blood. They are all German, though. So I believe, okay, some of them are Japanese. So what am I saying? Probably most of them will be German, but not all of them. So let's continue. Let's get the second tin box out of there. Let's do it like this. Oh, we can open that up. And have a look at what is inside. Yeah, I'm really curious about these Japanese cards as well. So yeah, this is not Edison relevant. Maybe. Not. Yeah, he even got these Abyss something. Ooh, that's a super rare Mirror Force. Okay, he has some rarities. He has some rarities. Yeah, let's have a look what else we can find. This card was not in Edison, was it? I think that's newer. I'm not sure though. Let's go ahead. Food. Finally, the first card inside a sleeve. We have a majestic Stardust Dragon. DP10 is the set. So we'll have to look that up, if that is worth anything. Even got a ghost trick, so yeah, he collected longer than I did. I don't know, I stopped collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards in like 2009, then I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh with Duel Links, and from there... yeah, also if you know of, I don't know, cards like this can be worth anything. Like if anyone knows, if anyone sees something where they say, hey, this could be really worth something, let me know, because yeah, that's kind of the what we want to do with this video. We want to find out if there are still treasures in here. Yeah, that's a newer card as well, and Naturia. So for now, I know like a Trap Dust Shoot or a Amaryllis or how's the other one? Royal Oppression. These cards are all worth something, even if they are like common or not in the S quality. So that's a bit that I know, but other than that, I will just have a look which cards are Edison relevant. And other than that, yeah, I will just have a look at the super rares, the ultra rares, or like, here's a strategy card. I don't know. Can you see that? Also, I don't like the light. It's too much light, isn't it? Can we get it a bit lower? No, that's just the resolution. Yeah, maybe I should turn out this light so you guys can see better. It's better. Not really, is it? Let's just put it no force because you can see this better. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, these should all probably be nothing. That's a black hole, classic card. LOB, one of Legends of... I don't know, I'm not that good with sets. As a kid, I always got like Dark Revolution and Dark Beginning, and those were the boosters I spent most of my money on. That's a 1-for-1. But even then I didn't spend too much. Let's get this out of the picture. Also, my table looks so dirty. I just cleaned it. But this material is catching dust so easily. That's pretty annoying. Okay, there is the Dust Tornado. Yeah, a lot of newer cards mixed in here as well. Glad that this is not an ultra rare. Sometimes Edison, another from these Japanese promo, but really not a good condition. Last, yeah, let's put it here. Royal Decree, pretty good card in the Edison meta at the moment. This card has always been so bad. Discard your entire hand to destroy all cards on the field. I don't know. No, discard 5 cards, not your entire hand. Not just your entire hand. That would be pretty manageable. But 5 cards, oof. Do you have an idea how one could fix this card? Final Destiny? Maybe if you have exactly 2 cards in hand, discard your entire hand and then destroy the entire board. Something like that. Maybe that could help. I don't know. This one can be played, Yeah. Okay, let's get some of these comments away to don't make this too big. How do you put them like that, right? I wasn't really a tin box guy when I was collecting. Okay, let's get the next charge of cards. Let's get some more though. Okay. This one can be played. This one's newer. Ooh, this Brotherhood of Fire Fist. I think this isn't modern, or wasn't modern archetype. Probably not modern, so modern anymore. But newer than Edison, so for me it's modern. This one I know from Duel Links. So maybe can be played. Yeah, and you see those more modern cards. They have so much text on them, so that's usually how you can identify a modern card. This one, don't know the English name, but I think this is interesting because it says each player can only once per turn special summon, which is, even in Edison, not the worst effect. This one I really like the design, like, I don't know, the arc of the tail and then the moon. I don't know. I just put it here and we looked this one up just because. And so, another super rare, a Juracia Guaiba. Guaiba? And probably the name in English is way different as well. But it's a super rare, so we'll look that up. Yeah, these... Oh, not that much already. What do we have here? A sticker? I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. I don't know how much this merch still means anything to anyone. Yeah, it can be played in the zombie jank deck, so we put it there for now. Like I said, I'll remind you, if you see anything that I'm not aware that it is actually the card that is worth something, let me know. Oh, there is something. Okay, yeah, this one. Is this the one that you use? No, that's the one you use with Dark Magician, so it's competitively speaking, I think this one is pretty bad. Yeah, you need to choose one Dark Magician. Okay, and then you deal 1000 burn damage each time a spell card is played, so maybe in a more modern deck which can fulfill this conditions, turbo out the Dark Magician and then just use spells to draw a bunch to just OTK your opponent, but in Edison, yeah, that's not working out. Okay. With a bird face, so some English cards as well. Like, yes, as a child, you usually only bought German cards. But somehow in every collection, there are some English cards as well. I had them. And yeah, I'm probably not alone. Okay, this one, I have a deck with this one, so I put this as relevant. It's a cool deck, which I would showcase in the future. Subscribe if you want to see that. Goblins, this looks familiar, even though, like I said, I'm not a modern player. Ooh, this one looks pretty good. That's a super rare. Have to look that up. And yeah, so let's continue. This one, okay, this one you can play. This one, I want to cook up something with that. So now, yeah, I got a bit. This one also is a machine which says, yeah, okay, no, never mind, that's not good. That's just rare, so I'm not looking that up, but if you know more than I do, can only repeat myself. Spirit Reaper, pesky card. This one also is an interesting card. You could try to cook something with that. That one I put into some deck. Yeah, probably Skildrin deck was it, right? But okay, when I put it in some deck, I put it here. Ape Magician. Okay, don't know if that's a new or old card. This one I know from Duel Links. I don't know. This shouldn't be an Edison. I don't know if it would see. Probably wouldn't see play. Ooh, this is an. Wow, this is a super rare Abyss Dweller. So I know this card was meta, and the condition isn't too bad. Okay, wait, I have to show it like this, right? That's a bit confusing to me because everything is mirrored from top to front. Then I have to tilt them like this for you to see them. But yeah, it's a bit confusing. Okay, this could be worth something. Okay, these are not in a higher rarity. This either. Yeah. That's a Dark Magician. Probably not worth anything, but we have a look at it anyway. Okay, I just realized I have to tilt them like that for you to see the best, right? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's get the next bunch. Remove Brainwashing, one of my favorite cards in Edison. I really want to cook up something with it, but it's hard, to be honest. One synergy which I believe is unexplored is with Remove Brainwashing and... how are they called? Black Garden, because you get all these garden tokens for yourself, which is pretty good. So yeah. I always thought this card is also interesting. If a monster which is equipped with this is destroyed by battle, you can activate one of the effects, draw one card, or discard one random card from your opponent's hand. So yeah, it's pretty flexible, but you have to get your own monster get run over by battle, which, I don't know, you usually want to avoid, and then they can just ignore it, and if you want to crash it, they can deprison, stuff like that. Yeah, so I don't even know. This one can be used, this not. This one with Rescue Cats, maybe. This one was an interesting card, but a lot of text. We're not reading that right now. This one I feel also a pretty iconic card, but I don't know if that makes it worth anything. Let's put it here, even though it's not a good quality. Fissure, not really played in Edison no more. It's mainly Smashing Ground. Yeah. Okay, here we got another regular street. I think this one for Jank Dino decks. I haven't really cooked up something instead. Ooh, there's a super rare. Gagaga girl, probably in English. Okay. It's from the same set as the Abyss Dweller. Maybe this was a special set where you only got super rares? I don't know. That would make them worth a bit less. And this one? Is this a super rare? This. Okay. We'll have a look at that. Playable. I don't know about this one. Ceasefire. Pretty good burn card. Yeah. Let's see what else we can find. This one I have memories of this one. A friend of mine played this. And it was pretty good against my deck specifically, but I don't even remember why. I can't attack this. I don't know. This one is... There's a jank strategy to be had with this one as well. So I put it here. I would showcase that jank strategy somewhere in the future on my channel. So... Okay. Let's do this and this. There's a Pokemon card in Energy Booster. Let's put that aside. That's a rare. I put it here. I don't know. I just... Because it's such a classic card, and sometimes even the rare ones are a bit more expensive. Limit Reverse. Pretty interesting card in Edison Format. Dimensional Fisher? This one also was interesting, I believe. I don't remember if this was Edison legal. You banish, okay, you banish a card, and if your opponent attacks you directly, you can put this card to the graveyard and summon the banished card. So yeah, there is something with that. Don't know if that's Edison legal. I have to look that up. I've never seen this card. Anyone play this card. There's something with this card as well if you want to play a Synchro Gear Tone deck. Then you have quick access to level 6, which is good. Okay, let's get these cards aside. Let's get them into the tin boxes. And let's continue our search for gold. Oh, there's a super rare, I see it. This one I liked as a child. I have a deck with this one, so I put it there. And then we also, this one is playable. Yeah, Skiffin, Junk Synchron, Gilgasaurus, also an interesting card for sure. Mystical Space Typhoon. This one, I don't really know what this does, but I know that plants are playing this. Yeah, this one also is interesting. This one we actually need for our side deck and our hero deck, so yeah, I'm probably gonna buy this one from my friend. This one is interesting as well. I want to cook up something with this too, but it probably is jank. Though this is a super rare Space Typhoon. I probably have super rare Space Typhoons. I'm looking for a super rare or higher rarity Heavy Storm. That one I still don't have. Yeah. Okay, like we have found a bunch of super and ultra rares so far. So yeah, really curious what the result. I don't know for these Dark World which ones you play, which ones you don't. And oh, here is that the secret rare? That is a secret rare. Ally of Justice Omni Weapon, probably in English. Yeah, so I'm curious about that one. That's an... Hold on. That's an ultra rare... how do you call it in English? Archfiend something? In German it's herbeigerufener Totenkopf, which means, I don't know, summoned skull, dead skull, I don't know. Another super rare, like this one I'm really curious. Yeah, let's do it like this. This one is definitely Clayton Ellison's. Okay, so we know we probably soon have our first bunch of cards, Edison cards we can put away. Maybe put them in this empty box here. Let's do this. Okay. Ah, space is getting tight on my desk. That's not a card, that's not a card, that's not a card. That's not, that is, that's not, that is, that is. yeah, janky, but Crystal Beasts, I want to build something with Crystal Beast. Crystal Beasts, I don't know, the fact that you can use them twice as a resource, it always felt pretty interesting to me, but is that a rarity? No, it isn't. Amaryllis. Yeah, it's not really played. A shark. I know a friend of mine who played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! A little longer than like I never played competitive really before. Back in the school days, yeah, we can't call that competitive what really is. But a friend of mine, he played competitive, he played a bit longer, and I think he was a shark fan, even though they never were really good. I know this one does something, but not an Edison, so we'll put it there. These cards, you can see it, these are really banned. That's unfortunate. I hope there are no no cards worth something among them. Let's have a look. Put this one there. I don't even know if that's Edison or not. Insects is another type of deck I want to build. There's so many decks I want to build. Yeah, here we have a band, Blue Eyes, ultra rare. It's from the stars. SD was starter deck. Now I remember. From the starter deck, so yeah, that's a bit annoying. This one, there's a deck with that one. We all know it. Invented by Carpath. No, not by Carpath, by Succeed. I think he came up with the... Or was it even him? It was showcased in one of his videos though, so that's something I know for sure. Okay. This one is played in some decks. A Jar of Greed. Did you know that Jar of Greed is actually not a bad designed card? Like, I know, just drawing 2, just getting the plane advantage, like, there's no downside to it, other than, I don't know, if your opponent blocks you out of spell cards or something, or has negates for spell cards, then it isn't that good, but other than that, this card is busted. But the reason why I say it's not a bad design is because it was a good design for the anime, because you could put your protagonist in a really rough spot and then make a comeback with Pot of Greed, which, yes, it's also cheap to do it that way, but yeah, for children's show, I think that's pretty reasonable. Here we have a super rare elemental hero, Bubble Man. Look at that. Pretty good condition, I would say, for compared to most of the cards. Yeah, a lot of cards that I... okay, I just got a message that there is an accident in front of my apartment. This one's coming into Edison later. Wait, I have to look out of the window. I can take you with me though. Seems... I don't know. I don't know what this person's talking about. Let's see an accident there. It doesn't seem to be... The traffic doesn't seem to be too heavy. This deck... not this deck. This card I know is... I think it saw play in more modern formats, but as it's not Edison relevant, I'll put it aside. Here we have something. Unfortunately, the quality is played or poor, probably, maybe even poor. Yeah, with some damage there as well. Yes. This one would be so nice if it was an Edison. Would be another way to search field spell cards. Also, it's a machine, but as far as I know, it isn't. For those of you who don't care about Edison, I'm sorry, but you have to bear with me here. Oh, and then I just realized that I'll put the Edison and not Edison cards together somewhere here. Give me a second to fix my error. Yeah. Okay, now we untangled them. Big Eye, I think it's a really interesting effect, stacking near the top of your deck, but as a flip effect monster, it is too slow. Which is a bit unfortunate, otherwise that would make for a really interesting effect, especially in retro formats. Here we have a Necro Shade, ultra rare but poor quality, unfortunately. Exiled Forces. Here we have some cards that have relevance for us. This one, I know that there are people cooking with this one in Edison, but yeah, I don't even try that one. Oh, there's a rare Armmaster. Armmaster, right? Fiend Comedian. This one really pops out with the black border in the artwork. Fiend Comedian, I know, controversial card. It seems so good on paper, but in practice, I think this card underperformed from its perceived potential. Yeah, not a classic ritual card. Okay. Let's move on. This one is funny because I have a really funny deck with that one, and I will showcase that. It's a, I don't know, do you know Convulsion of Nature, where you flip your whole deck upside down? And then this card says you can pay 500 life points, declare a card name, look at the top card of your deck, and if that's the card, you can put it to your hand. So this is a kind of like an upstart goblin, which you can use every turn because it's a permanent spell under Convulsion of Nature, and then under Convulsion of Nature, your, how's it called, Destiny Hero, Diamond Dude, also is pretty good. For Peyton there. Peyton also, the fact that it misses timing on like everything is unfortunate. Wait, let's get some of these higher rarity cards that I see out here immediately. Okay, this one, ultra rare. And is this a classic card? Is this a new card? I don't even know about that one. I know that I know it, but I can't really place it historically. I can place this one somewhat. That's a numbers card. Also another ultra rare. So yeah, we have quite some cards to look up. What they are worth it. Okay, that's not a card. That's not a card. That's a pretty good card. Okay. Put some of these aside. Okay. We're running out of space. I have to. Ooh. Another ultra rare. It's hard to wait. How do I have to move it that you guys can see it probably? It's a bit curved as you can see, but yeah, maybe if you put something on it just gently, maybe you can get it back. This one is also an interesting card because every battle damage is doubled that is taken from attacks when this one is attacked, and there are some strategy like this plus how's that one called with the 3 gadgets on it, where your opponent, every special summoned monster gets put into attack and has to attack. It's called, oh, I forgot. But yeah, that card, and then an Ujama Trio is just 1 turn kill. So yeah, I want to cook up something instead as well. But it's jank. This one, I believe, is interesting as well. This one, I have a deck with this one. That's just a rare. That's a super rare. Scapegoat. In good quality. So yeah, that's something. I don't know, is that Edison, is it not? I just put it here. This one is a lot of magical, I don't know the English name. But we saw this card more than once. Dust Tornado, Fissure. Ooh, this is another Dark Magician. Also from starter deck, but poor quality. No. This one I think is an interesting card that is maybe underrated. I'm not going to read it. Oh, is that a... Whoa. That's a god card with some alternative art that I personally have never seen. It's just a common, is it? It is a common, but it's limited edition. We'll look that up. Here we have a Naturia. How do you call that type of bug in English? Ladybug? Maybe? No, this... You can't put this there. Dimension. Gold, as I said. Interesting card. Okay, let's do these. Okay, here is... That's just a rare. This one, pretty good card, but only in certain decks, and even then, I'm not too high on this card. A card which I'm a bit higher on is Grandmaster. I have a Grandmaster deck, which is interesting, which I will showcase. I think this is this Edison, probably. Here we have another super rare, don't know this card. Don't know if it's any worth it. And then we have a sleeved. Okay, just because it's sleeved, we put it here and see if it's anything worth it. But from the looks of it, it's not a higher rarity either. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's just put these cards somewhere here and continue our journey. So I think with this box, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, this one also really interesting but really awkward card. Not really worth it. There's something with this card though. I think this one is played in like fish decks. Not a trap hole. Trap hole. I wonder which card has the most copies in this pile. Probably like trap hole or this magical something. Heavy Stormware, a few. Nobleman of Crossouts. I like that one, but it's not good. I like cards that are flexible. Here we have a super rare. Don't know. Wait, how do I have to put it like this? And there's coming some dust out of the box as well. So yeah, can't do anything about that. So another, like all these chain traps, like they have interesting designs. Not from the card design, but from the mechanics. Oh, this is an ultra rare. Is that a rarity? No, it just looks like it. Or is it? No. The blue on this card. What is there a rarity? It really looks like there's a rarity on this. This is ultra rare, but really poor condition. Unfortunate. No, wait. These are usable, but holy crap is that. Poor quality. Is that? I think that's... Wait. Have a look at this. This is not a legit Yu-Gi-Oh card, is it? Like the font is off and then there's not a symbol. Like this should be a fake card. Probably. Can you tell that there's no symbol at the corner? And then the font. I'd put it here, have a look, but this should be a fake for sure. But from the backside and stuff, This, yeah, you couldn't tell on the first glance. This card has some application, but don't know if this will ever break into the meta. I think in some Gemini's decks it was played. Let's put this there. This can be interesting. Okay, we have a card, zone field. Also with the faces on it explained, battle phase, main phase, and so on. And one of these inside, but holy shit, what is going on there? Some paint on the card? I don't know. This one was used against me just recently in a duel. I was not prepared. This one, I don't know. I think there's a goat strategy with this guy and you can play it in Edison, but it's really jank. Yeah. Burn card. Yeah, those soul cards. This one is interesting. I think there is something with it, but yeah, the fact that you first have to activate it and only I put it there. Only then you can use the effect. Like it does if whenever poor quality. Whenever you have to discard, your opponent has to discard as well, which can be pretty good if you use discards effects for upside and your opponent, they always have to discard along. That reads pretty good, but you have to activate it on discarding a card. And on that discard, you can't, yeah, the effect doesn't get activated on the first discard. Okay, that's an ultra rare. Never seen that card. This, I don't know. Do X-Sabers play this? I think they do. I think I've seen that one. Dragon Storm. I only used that was DNA surgery and destroy my opponent's cards. This one is a fake for sure. Yeah. It's in the style of these old OCG, I believe. I think cards used to look like that. No, they don't. I don't even know about that one. That's not really an Edison card. Maybe someone drew something on the card. This one had over 2000 defense, which is quite high, but it's a normal monster. It doesn't really have a place in any meta. Okay. Let's put these aside. To get there onto the tin box. Yes. And continue. This one, this Grapher, the original of the beloved card Dark Grapher. Oh, the Fissure. I liked this one as a child, but yeah. It's not a good card. It never was. Can be, I don't know. Probably not. Can be used in a plant deck. This is obviously a fake as well, but it looks really funny. Like now I'm kinda questioning myself if these cards, if this is a fake. Or if it's just like a special promo card. I will look this specific card up, but I'm pretty sure that's just a fake. But it has the symbol. Like, I don't want to be mistaken on that. Well, here we got another numbers card, another, is it ultimate rare? I believe it is. Yes, it is. So another card we have to look up. Never seen that card. Looks interesting. Let's move along. There we have a mystical. No, not this one. This one's so bad. This one is interesting. Can pop a... There we have one of these Japanese promo cards again. This one can pop a Spirit Reaper, funnily enough, because it targets. It just targets and thus deals 500 damage to whoever controls the card. But if you target a Spirit Reaper with that, you will just pop the Spirit Reaper because, yeah, Spirit Reaper pops itself once it gets targeted. Sometimes it's good against Soul Release, against Braincon, sometimes, like, with this Mecha Bunny, it's bad. Okay. Let's move on. Soul Exchange, talking about Soul Exchange. One of the most toxic cards ever printed. Here's the Soul Exchange in super rare, but poor quality. I have one as well. Here's one more of these guys. Okay, here some. Here's Kakashi's special Jutsu effect. For those of you who watched Yu-Gi-Oh! As a child, here's another. Why? I want you to see them a bit better. More ultra rares for us to look up. Like this dude, he for sure. Like when I looked at my old Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, I had barely as many ultra rares as he has. Kind of jealous, but now that I bought a bunch of cards, I should have caught up to this collection. Also, like, yeah, we have to look if anything of these cards is worth anything. And also sometimes the quality isn't that good, unfortunately. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I hope we get a how's it called? A Heavy Storm, high rarity, good quality. I will buy this card. Wait, this one goes to this. This one is also, I have to read this probably, but maybe there is something with it. You can draw 2 cards if you fill the conditions. This one has a pretty cool design, doesn't it? I like that design. Maybe other people like the design, which made this card pretty iconic and it's worth something. Probably not, but I'll put it there anyway. This card is falling apart. This one is really falling apart. Soul Release, my favorite graveyard hate. Let me know in the comments what your favorite graveyard hate is. DD Crow, Soul Release, Transmigration Prophecy, I think Kaiku are the most common ones. Okay, we have 7 Tools of the Bandit, Magic something, Magical something. Black Hole, I think Black Hole. Okay, I don't put this, like this is too much, too poor of quality if I can put this on here. Black Hole, I think could be legal, like limited to 1, but could be legal in Edison. Not quite sure though, one had to test this. Like, I don't know, maybe as a community we should make Edison 2.0. Okay, here's some super and ultra rares. This one super rare. This one ultra rare. This one pretty iconic. I put it on here as well, but I don't think that this one without rarity is worth anything. Let's move on. What was I talking about before? We were talking about graveyard hate. I think I thought about something else, but I forgot. Yeah. Another one of these. Swift button. Okay, we have a big stone person. Okay, this doesn't seem to be right. Yeah, I think this is this is a big stone person. Not a big rock. Big Piece Golem, I think, is the original name, isn't it? Okay, this one is funny for the tier, but now we're pretty sure that this is just a fake. Yeah, this ship is sinking. Obviously, a quick draw synchron. I like that card. Like putting it in decks where it barely belongs. This one, another one of these fake cards. Let's put these fake cards on an extra stable. Let's put these aside. And move on. This one looks, I don't know. First I was about to say this one looks cute, but when I had a proper look at it, it looks a bit weird. So I take that back. But we found another super rare. Like card to look up. Okay. So nothing else. And so Java. Yeah, nothing. Okay, we are almost done with the big box. And we have one more tin box, and then I have a look at the cards with the higher rarity, if anything of value is inside. Sparkman, there are some Hero Fusion decks. This one, I don't know. It's interesting, but it's probably not worth it to try to cheat it out. Like, if you want to cheat out, yeah, I don't know. 2400 attack can't be normal summoned. If you want to cheat it out, you probably want to have a good engine for cheating out level 4s, and then you want other level 4s as well to cheat out. So, yeah, you can't even summon it under skill drain. A lot of really old and iconic cards in here. Nostalgic. This one looks funny. It also has such a big font on it. This one got shoot on. I know, that's just how it is with old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. In my collection I have cards like that as well, but it's always funny to see cards like that. And this one, I think, yeah, it was... I had a look at this. I think it's too convoluted, too hard to pull off. Like, I always feel challenged by cards with a really good effect, but hard to pull off. I always want to make them consistently work, but sometimes I can restrain myself and not try anything too fancy. This one was a Duel Links card, a good one, but I can't tell you from the top of my head what it did. This one was annoying as a child. Like, if people would play 2 of these on you. Okay, that's a super rare. Yeah. Okay, now they are getting a bit annoying to sort. I think this one, I've seen this in a underrated card list from Team Starlight Yu-Gi-Oh! No, this is not legal. I think there's something else that says to put it there. Ooh, this is a good quality super rare card destruction. Okay. There's the Diamond Dude. I have a Diamond Dude Turbo deck, which is good. No, it's not good, but it can do stuff. It's not like complete jank. There is another super rare. Don't know how. I've never seen this card. Don't know how it's called in English. So we have to look that up. This one was in a starter deck. This Dragon starter deck. Another Archfiend's Oath. Which, as I said, This Convulsion of Nature. Nature is a good card. Here we have another ultra rare. Also a card that, wait, put it like this, I have never seen. Look at this pile of super and ultra rares. Ooh, there's an Utopia, I know that one. That one is a pretty iconic card, and I think it was good in the modern meta for quite some time. So maybe that's worth something. I hope that I can come back with, yeah, the information that the collection of my friend still had some gems in them. Yeah, this one, I want to cook up something with that. Don't know in what direction I would take this eventually, but I believe there is something with it. Okay, now the last 4 cards from the big box. Is there anything left? Then we can use the big box to store the comments and not Edison relevant cards like these. Okay, probably want to put a rubber band around them so they don't, like these stacks don't fall apart. But I'll do that later. Okay, so these are Edison cards which go into this tin box. And now we have just 1 tin box left. And look at all these dust and dirt particles coming out of the box. Like, these cards haven't been looked at in quite some time, I can tell. And yeah, nothing wrong with that. Some hobbies go away, right? Holy shit, what kind of print is that? Look at that. This might even go through as a misprint. Looks like the cutting. Like here it is cut. Like, yeah, the quality is not good. That's, I don't know. I don't even know how misprints like this, what value they have. I know that there are some collectors who collect misprints, and I think the misprints always are pretty interesting to give you some insight in the production of the cards, which, yeah, one doesn't think about too often, I believe, as a player. These cards, they just exist, but if you see a misprint, you get to think about the printing process. This one is jank but played. This one might be underrated. This one, I don't know, a horror stack, one could try. This one has a weird wording in German because it says you can special summon any level 3 or lower monster, but in English it's only normal monsters. This one, you know, I have like my most successful video this far. Maybe by the time this video is recorded, this has changed. It would be great if one of my recent videos popped off again. But yeah, I have a deck with that. Tsukuyomi, another card I could see being legal in Edison. This one maybe could also be legal in Edison. Sengan isn't that good no more. This one, honestly, this one could, like in this Convulsion of Nature deck, you can use that to just shuffle your deck until you draw what you want. This sounds actually pretty good, like Convulsion of Nature, and then you shuffle, then you use the other card to draw, and you can draw exactly the card of your need. Holy hell, maybe I just had the idea, but it's probably way too convoluted. But if you get to that, that's pretty much GG, right? You can draw any card from here. Like, okay, you have to shuffle for it, so you can really draw any card from your deck. But as long as you have life points left, like, that's a true gambling deck, isn't it? Yeah. So let's have a look at the last cards. Batterymans, also, I want to try them out at some point, but they are not that interesting to me. I'm more interested in not archetype strategies, but completely a convulsion of nature stuff. I cook up something with that, that's way more, I don't know if that's relevant or not. This one gets played. Is this one Edison legal? I think this could see more play. Here we have Exorts, Meister der Wache, Master of the... what is Wache in Protector? No. Someone who looks out for something, protects something. How's that called? That person. Here we see another ultra rare, like more cool. There's some ultra rares. Guilford the Legend. Okay, here we are. Here we're hitting some more ultra rares. This is from Starter Deck Joey. Okay. Another super rare. Oh, is that a super rare? No, is it? No, it's not. Oh, is it? It is. It's hard to tell. No, it's not. Really looks. No, it is a super. Okay. Okay, the super rare effect on this Yada is only on this crystal ball that the Yada is picking apart. So I wasn't sure for quite some time if that even is a super rare. Maybe I missed other cards that way. I hope not. Another super rare. Okay, this one, iconic card. This also looks like a really weird print. Or is it just me? I don't know. Maybe it's just the quality of the card. Then we have one more of these and one more of these in bad quality. Okay. Last full 5 to 10 cards. Ultra rare, playable. Ooh, that's a really bad quality super rare. Your Bellum and a good quality. I don't even know how to call this in English. Okay, so these are all super rares and above from rarities. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. If there's anything in there. Okay, so what I'll do is I will pause this video, wait for a second, then I will have a look at the card market website. And once I'm done, I'll be back and show you the cards that are worth, like, I don't know, at least €1. I don't know, if there's nothing of value, then I'll just show you like the ones that are worth like 50 cents. I don't know. No. Let's keep it at that. So yeah, see you in a second. Okay, I looked everything up. First off, these are fakes. The 2 sleeved cards, both are really not worth anything. Where do we have to hold them? Here. Then these ones, the Japanese cards, they're mainly from the starter deck Marek, which I didn't know existed, but in Japan it did. Like, and starter deck Yugi, they are worth like 50 cents in a good condition, but as they are like 20 cents, 10 cents each. This one I didn't found. Do you know if this is even considered a misprint in this condition? If anyone knows if this could be worth anything, let me know in the comments. And let's start with the cards that were worth at least 50 cents. So also I asked my friend, he said he would sell the whole collection for like €25. So let's see if he would have made a good deal with that kind of price. So holy shit. Yeah, the light is really not lighting. Maybe let's do it like... Yeah, I think this works out a bit better, doesn't it? Okay, first off, we have how's it called? A Shooting Star Dragon. In this condition, I would say about €2. Next up, we have a Legacy of Yatagarasu, which in this condition goes for, let's have a look, it goes for like, yeah, €2 as well. Maybe even more. Like, let's have a look. This should be like, okay, it has some damages at the corner. So yeah, probably like played, but €2 I think is still a fair price. So let's type this in as well. Next up, and here we have something special because this one is kind of like a misprint because it's, you can see, right? Because it says, can you see? It says, oh, I have to hold it this way. It says Black-Eyed Blue Dragon, like in German. And yeah, those I couldn't really put, like I didn't found them on Card Market. I can't search for a red as blue dragon. But on eBay, they go for like, I don't know, €5 upwards. Some are below, like some are really, really expensive. Yeah. But this one is STG. Yeah, €5 is what I found. So I can't really put my hands on these. I'll put it down as €5, but yeah, this might need some more research. But €5 probably is the price. So let's put it down as 5. Also, we had 2 of them. So yeah, just another 5. And then we have this one, which is oh, I lost it. Oh no. I have to look this one back up. Wait, let's do it right now. Let's see. So this is wait. CBLC. And it goes for, is this first edition? It's not first edition, so that's something we have to change. Okay, we have good quality, I say, at least good quality. Wait, but now we got the ultimate rare. That's not an ultimate rare, right? This is an ultra rare. Let's search again. Blitz Shidori. This is the ultra rare. I'd say this is good to excellent, maybe even excellent. Let's see. Let's filter for good as well. Yeah, starts at like 50 cents in Italian. German starts at 2.50 at near mint. So yeah, English 2.79 and excellent. So I would say this one probably we could maybe like 2.50. I think that's fair. Put it in one of these extra sleeves because at first I think I looked up something wrong. So now we have something really special because this one, yeah, unfortunately, it's not in the best quality. But when we look at Card Market, when we look what this is worth, we'll find that this goes even, yeah, from poor quality, it's not first edition, but this is an ultimate rare. I would say, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is not ultra rare, but ultimate rare because we have some sparkling on the border and on this orange border here as well. So I don't think this is an ultra rare. This should be an ultimate rare, and if this is an ultimate rare, they start in poor condition at €19. And I would say this one, it's probably between like there's some damage here. Can you see that? There. So there's some damage there. But other than this, the condition is pretty good. So probably, I don't know if that qualifies it for poor or not. I usually only buy excellent or better. Maybe it's played. But yeah, these start at 20. There's one light plate at for 22 euros. And then they go up to 30 and even more. But one gotta admit that the quality is better as well. Also, I just realized that these poor quality are first edition, which this one isn't. So yeah, it's hard to grasp the real value. Maybe if we... Okay, I just realized I only filtered for German cards. Let's look for English ones as well. Could be like about 30 euros, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell for sure. Let's get some other languages as well. So the sample size, okay. If we say this is played, like in Italian, you find one for 11 euros and then in played for 13. So yeah, I don't know. I give it because it's only in Italian. I would say, but it's not first. Like maybe 15 euros. It's hard. This one is really hard to judge. This one really is hard to judge. I write it down with 15 euros for now. It could be more though, but it depends if you can find someone who's willing to pay the price. Now we have a soul exchange from the starter deck Yugi, which I would say is in good condition. No, it's played. It's played. It's played. Never mind. But still, yeah, there are not many cards. Like I find only cards in English. And yeah, not many. And they start from 2 euros up to 15. Like there's one plate in English, but it's first edition though, for 10 euros. One good for almost 10. So yeah, I'd say they start at 2 euros at good condition. So let's put 2 euros here as well. Maybe a bit less. Next up we have, how is it called in English? It's a Hero Lives super rare from Generation Force. Is that how? Yeah. Okay, so this one goes, and I would say this one is excellent. Starts at like 1 euro. So let's put 1 euro down. And next up we had, okay. Yeah, this one, I'm not sure if this one is legit or not, because it has the little thing, and I don't know, you probably can't see it from there, but there's a Yu-Gi-Oh in there, which is usually a sign that it's not a fake. But then this card is called Reverse World. It's also in really poor shape. So I really want to know more about this one. If it's a fake or not, because like I said, it has this symbol, but also the font is off and it says Reverse World. I don't know. I don't know if someone made the effort to make a fake, which is obvious a fake, but has the mark, or if it's really legit, and I don't know. Okay, next up we have this Winged Dragon of Ra, which yeah, from Order of Chaos. I really like this art. Super rare. It's hard to tell that this is a super rare. It took me a second. I had to hold it under the light. Yeah, but these in excellent condition where this is. Yeah, it started like 60 cents. But there's only one at 60 cents. The other started 90 cents. So I don't know. Let's put it with 70 cents. Okay, next up we have this one. Oh wait. Yeah, here it is. This one starts at plate at €1.50. And I would say this one is probably between played and likely played. Yeah, maybe played, maybe likely played. Likely played €2. So yeah, let's put it at 150. That's it. I think that's a safe estimation. So next up we had this one, but this one wasn't worth anything as far as I know. Just slipped in here. This one was worth something. Condition, I would say, it's not the best condition. They started 75 cents, so, but then they are also in kind of good condition. But here's a played one for €2. So yeah, they started 75 cents. In good condition, this one is below good condition, so let's put it at 50 cents. Nothing too special. Next up, we have a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the starter deck Kaiba, which start at 90 cents in played condition. And I would say this one is between likely played and played, maybe likely played, where we would go up to €3. I would say let's put it at 2. I think that's fair. Not first edition either. Let's put it at 2. For the record, I have no intention of buying all these cards. I would maybe offer to buy some, like maybe the Blue Eyes because it's so iconic, but I don't know if my friend, if he wants to buy, sell or not. So for that reason, we have to see. Now we have something, I think this was worth a bit. Or was it? No, I think. Oh, wait. First edition. Okay, yeah. That's okay. It has the condition. This one looks, to me at least, excellent. If not near mint. Let's say this is between excellent and near mint. Then we are at, like €5. Your mint starts at 7, to be honest. So let's put it at 6. I mean, there's an English one for 6. In German, your mint starts at 7. I think 6 is fair. Okay. Next up, we have, and this one for a brief second, I looked it up at first edition. And first edition, now I can say, Summon Skull from Metal Raiders, first edition in played condition starts at €14. This is excellent condition. Starts at 70, like 69. There's one excellent. The first excellent is 69. The first good is at 50. But it is not first edition. So yeah, that bumps it down quite a bit. Because now played starts at 340, light played at €4. I'd say, like I said, I'd say this is good condition, at least, probably more in realm of excellent. So yeah, good condition starts at 590. Excellent condition starts at €10. Yeah, I'd say this is excellent at least. Let's go up. Where does near mint start? Near mint, €18. So let's have a close look. Is there anything which speaks against near mint? I think it isn't. I think this one isn't near mint. Are there any scratches on the surface? Wait, is there one scratch at the surface? I gotta handle this one carefully now till I know what it's worth. Okay. No. I think there aren't. Or is there? Yeah, slight scratches on the artwork, but really slight. But I got near mints in that quality. Like, I was sold near mints like that. I'd say it's between excellent and near mint. Near mint, €18. Excellent starts at 10. So let's put it at 15. I think 15 is fair. Okay, next card. Yeah, I randomly put this rare mani debug, and there's only one person selling this for in good condition. This one is, yeah, probably lightly played, and they're selling it for €1, so I put it at 50 cents. And there probably are other cards like this as well in the collection, which are just at common or just at rarity. In kind of okay to good condition, well, which are worth like 50 cents or more. But yeah, if you saw any earlier, let me know in the comments, because I can tell. Next we have Shien's Dojo, which is in good condition at least, I would say. Probably excellent. Excellent starts at 180. Let's put it at €2 and call it a day. Now we have an Abyss Dweller. Last but not least card. No, not, it's the second last. I think, yeah, I mixed up the... Oh, it's... Wait, I gotta Google this. I mixed up the proverb. Proverb is the word I was looking for. Okay, second last card. This is an Abyss Dweller from Abyss Rising. It's a super rare. It is in at least good condition. I would say probably in excellent condition. Excellent, okay, but it starts at 50 cents. Okay, yeah, because not first edition. First edition, I think, would it change something? Let's have a look. First edition, yeah, wouldn't change that much, €1. Okay, so 50 cents for that. And last card, this one is, I believe, okay, I don't want to speak too soon. Okay, this is not first edition. Yeah, this is from Tactical Evolution, a secret rare in blood. Yeah, and the condition in my eyes is at least good. It is good for sure. I'd say it's excellent as well for sure. And you could even call this a near mint. I don't see any flaws with this card. Give me a small stretch. Yeah, so this is between excellent and near mint. Excellent starts at €35. Near mint, 42. So I would put this at least €40. So yeah, this card alone, kind of funny, this was kind of one of the last cards I checked. It was probably the last card I checked. I didn't put this here at the last spot on purpose. €40. So let's add everything. Let's do it in Excel. €103.20 is what these cards are worth it. Let's also assume that all the other ultimate rares go for, let's just say 5 cents each. Like, let's say you can still sell them for like 5 cents each. Then let's count how many these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I have to call it German. I get distracted otherwise. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's do it. You can learn some German here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. 43. Yeah, super rare or above. would come down to, let's call this, I already know the answer. It's €2.15. So yeah, not too much if you count with 5 cents. If you say you get a rough estimate of 10 cents, but a lot of them were like 2 cents. Some of them were like 20 or 30 cents. So yeah, maybe 10 is a fair estimate. It's another €4. So we are at 107 euros and 50 cents. Yeah, then also, like I said, we have a lot of comments in there, which could go for like 2 cents as well if you really want to sell them, but you probably have to wait out till somebody buys them. Yeah, so I'm not going to make an estimate for all the comments and rares, even though there could be some cards which are still worth like 50 cents, €1, or even more. Who knows? I can't tell for sure. If any of you saw any gems in there, let me know in the comments, and I'll let my friend know, and you'll be probably pretty happy about that. Okay, video is long enough, I would say. I hope you had fun with this type of content. If you like this, leave a like, and then try to get more Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but it could prove difficult. And yeah, have a look at other collections if we find any gems. If not, leave a like anyway. Subscribe if you want to see some cool Edison decks. Like I talked about some deck ideas here, so you will see them in the future. So look out for that, and see you in the next video. Bye.